Kim, what are you eating now that you can't eat dairy or soy? Well, today I am making myself and my daughter and my family a dairy-free meal, and it just so happens to be one of my favorite meals anyway. The thing that makes it dairy-free is that instead of regular butter, I'm gonna use fake butter, and that's all I have to change. To start off, I have here some corned beef that is pretty old, but it's been frozen, so it's fine. And I'm going to cut into it, and you'll see right here, this is all the seasoning. They used to put it in a separate packet, which I way preferred. They stopped doing that, but you know what? I only buy corned beef once a year, and I buy about $100 of corned beef and then freeze it because it's my favorite food. So I don't complain too much. Wow, my girl is grumpy. My little girl is fine, but she is teething, so she's probably going to be fussing in the background. Don't worry, she is fine. She's just having a day. So they used to have the packets of the seasoning, which I way preferred because it made it way easier. Also, if you didn't want to use the seasoning, but I always want to use the seasoning, so that's not relevant for me. But what I do is I cut it out of the bag, I stick it in a bowl, and then I get all the seasoning and I put it into this tea strainer. And that way I don't end up chewing on peppercorn, because no one likes chewing on peppercorn. Ew. The peppercorns get a little bit embedded in there, especially, so you want to make sure that it's like thawed once you take it out, or it's hard to get them out. But I basically just like take all those, scrape them off into the bowl, and then put all that into the tea strainer, so then I have the majority of the, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I need the majority of the seasonings not embedded in my meat. And now I can't turn the video off because my hand is covered in meat. Okay, so I've gotten as much off of that as I can, and now I'm just gonna stick this whole thing directly into a pot of boiling water. Okay, so now I've basically got a bowl of blood and seasoning. I'm just gonna dump that into the tea thing to get all the seasoning into that. Oh my gosh, little one. And all that blood is perfectly fine and good in the liquid, so I just let it be, go right into the pot, and get those seasonings right into that tea strainer. And this is my tea strainer all filled with the seasoning, and I'm just gonna plop that right in. I need a little bit more water in there, so I'm gonna put a little bit more water. My poor little girl's having a rough time. But anyway, I put the meat in, and it was boiling water when I put it in, and now I've brought it down to a simmer, so it's on like medium low, something like that. And I'm gonna leave it alone for probably about 2 to 3 hours, and then I'm gonna add the veggies. It's nap time over here, so cutting veggies is gonna wait. I now have rinsed my potatoes, and they are sitting in a bowl waiting for me to cut them. And my meat, the water is kind of cooked down a little bit, so I've put some water into my electric kettle to bring it up to temperature, because I don't want to put cold water in there and affect how long things are going to cook. It's just annoying to deal with, so I like to boil it on the side and then pour it in once it's ready. I'm going to add a big old bag of baby carrots. Kim, why baby carrots? Because then I don't have to chop or peel anything. Okay, I put in a bunch of baby carrots. I generally just do it for 5 hours. I don't care what size the corned beef is. I just do it for 5 hours. And if it's a bigger one, oh well. If it's a less big one, oh well. I just kind of accept it. So I do it for 5 hours. And at the 4th hour is when I just throw in all the carrots and all the potatoes, which I quartered, and cabbage. I just basically quarter my cabbage too and just throw them in there. And so, you know, potatoes and carrots go on the bottom, cabbage goes on the top, and the cabbage kind of just gets steamed. It's not like in the liquid as much. I'm constantly putting water into my kettle so that I can just add more water as I go. I don't want it to, you know, overflow or anything crazy, but I do just want to keep enough water, as much as I can get in there, without it overflowing, really. Also, the toddler who told me she definitely doesn't want a nap is now passed out completely in a back carry. Like a wobbly head. And now everything has cooked, and I've put on some salt. I like to keep it very simple and just let everything do its own thing. And oh my god, corned beef is my favorite food in the whole world. Holy shit, it's so good. I love the fat so much. My husband always cuts the fat off. I think that's crazy talk. I need to eat it. I'm starving. I'm starving. I have not eaten enough today. You can do some butter or some fake butter on the veggies. Add whatever seasonings you like. I personally am just doing salt. That's all I want right now. It just really depends on my mood. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.